Media Group.
13 has been my lucky number for a while. Like, it's always a sign of good things to come for me.
This is 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast, breaking down every song, every Easter egg, every era, and every theory. Hosted by the biggest Swifties, Nick Adams, Anna Szabo, Amy Nichols, and Lacey G.
Welcome to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. I'm Lacey G.
And I'm Anna.
And we had to get together for an emergency episode. Why are we here? We're like feet away from the gigantic TS billboard that popped up over the weekend.
There's one in Dallas, which is crazy.
And
because there's 13 total, and we got one of them.
And this is the first time I've got to see one. Like, we've had all these pop-ups in different places, and I've never... Today, I casually was coming to work and passed by the billboard, and I'm like, oh, there she is.
Is it weird to fangirl over a billboard?
Yes. Did I do it? Yes. Also, was I jealous once I found out there was one in Dallas and I had not seen it yet? Also, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so this is really exciting. So we have to get into basically everything that's happened, because it was this time a month ago that there was a mysterious countdown that posted on Taylor Swift's website. We did an entire episode about it a month ago, about like, what is this countdown? Because it showed up and then it went away.
And you thought you were just seeing things. Like, you thought you were crazy for a minute.
I saw somebody post like a screenshot of it online, and it looked so, not ridiculous, that's not the right word, but it looked so unlike Taylor Swift aesthetic that I was like, what is this? I had to go see for myself. So I went to TaylorSwift.com on my phone. There it was, screenshotted it, sent it to you guys, but by the time I went back and refreshed it, it was gone. So we spent a while wondering, was that a mistake? Was it posted too early? Was it posted on accident? Was it posted to make it look like an accident? Like, what was going on? Now that so that happened on 4:30 on April 30th. When we reached 5:30, May 30th, and everything started happening, I do think that it was just accidentally posted a month early.
You think so?
Yeah, I do.
I know that Taylor Swift is human. I know that mistakes happen.
It's not even her, though. Like, it's somebody on her team that I think probably was wanting to either see what it looked like on the website and accidentally hit go live, or did 4 instead of 5, whatever it was, because the way that all the promotion started happening on the 30th and everything that we got that we'll get into, a countdown during all of that would have made perfect sense, because it was the exact amount of time of the countdown that the billboards started popping up, everything digitally with Spotify, with Apple Music, like everything that was happening lined up perfectly with that countdown period, that I do think it was an accident.
Or everybody knows that we're going to go into panic. I mean, I say Taylor Swift, and we know she's not the one hitting the publish button, but still Taylor Nation, they know that we're going to go into a frenzy. So is that just to alert us that something is coming?
I don't think so. I genuinely think it was a mistake, because also when we were talking about this last time, one of the Easter eggs was Taylor Swift's blue outfit, right? The blue outfit with the yellow bag and the red shoes that match the Toy Story aesthetic perfectly.
Where she looks like Wizard of Oz. Yeah. Toy Story Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, and we were kind of confused about that too, and we kind of, like clocked it because of the accidental countdown and stuff, but everything else that she has been wearing during this past month has been black and white. And I think there was we even said, we're like, oh, she's in her bridal era. Of course she's going to be wearing white. But I think she's been wearing black and white so that one blue outfit stands out, which worked, because we were like, okay, something is different about this. But I think there's been various times where, like, she wants us to look back at that, not look at it in real time. So I do think that the countdown was an accident. I think it was supposed to be 5:30. If it was intentional, then whatever. But anyway, everything else that happened this past weekend,
I still think the pap walks and everything, this is still leading to more. I think this is the first that we get. But let's talk about the Taylor mania that happened over the weekend.
Yes.
Billboards started popping up, and only Taylor Swift can have a billboard with TS on it 13 clouds, the complete Toy Story clouds. Everybody knows that. People look at that and say Taylor Swift. They don't say Toy Story.
Yeah.
They say Taylor Swift.
Well, and I saw some people like joking online about like hypothetically what the marketing meeting looked like between Taylor Swift and Pixar. Mm-hmm. Because these are the two brands, the two empires with unlimited budgets, Disney and Taylor Swift. Mm-hmm. So imagine the meeting between the two where the Pixar team is like, okay, so we're just going to announce on social media that you're doing a song. And she says, no, do a billboard, only 13 clouds. They'll get it. Mm-hmm. And then being like, and she's being like, yep, they'll get it. They'll get it. Because there's 13 billboards. Every single one of these billboards have 13 clouds. It had the TS, and I think you had mentioned, because we obviously have our group chat that's like popping off, but I think you had mentioned that she has like the copyright to TS in the mm-hmm. digital marketing.
Trademark. So like you were saying, that would be bad marketing typically if somebody said, I want TS, clouds, that's it. Anybody else would be like, no way, there's no information on that. But we know enough. She does own the trademark to TS. So they had to collab on this. Mm-hmm. This was well thought out. And you look at the other billboards for Toy Story, the other billboards has the full title, Toy Story 5, has all the different characters on it, which, how many toys?
13.
13 on the regular billboards. So this was definitely a collab and something they were doing together. But the question is, I didn't know the whole time if it was Toy Story or not. Later on, I got into, okay, this is officially Toy Story. I didn't know. I still don't know. On our group chat, you were saying, well, what do you think this could be? And I had every theory under the sun. Karma. Obviously, this is karma. Karma's coming around, going to pop up unannounced. And you're like, what does that have to do with Toy Story? Well, I haven't gotten there yet. but yeah, then confirmed. Well, before we even get there, the TS billboards go up, which that is such a Taylor Swift thing to do. She's been doing that since at least the Midnight's era, if not before then, popping up all around the world with different things. Then Pixar shared a video on Instagram with Jessie's character dancing in front of one of those billboards, and it said she's making those moves up as she goes.
Right. Shake it off.
Mm-hmm.
Shake it off lyric. And mm-hmm. they were also posted the 13 pictures of all the billboards, and the caption was just 13 cloud emojis. So yeah, it was becoming more obvious, but and then also to say that this all started happening on the 30th. And even when it started happening, I was thinking, okay, that original countdown was for 48 hours. And I remember us thinking, okay, it would have ended 2 days later, our time at 1 o'clock p.m., like Central Time. And then when we got the countdown to fast forward, we got the countdown today that it ended at 1 o'clock p.m. Central Time. I was like, okay. Mm-hmm. So that was in line with the original countdown. But yeah, we got all of that, like you said.
And other big news. I mean, there was so much going on that my boyfriend Christian was filling me in on what's going on. All of a sudden, 1989 Taylor's version background changed
to clouds.
Yeah, went from seagulls to clouds.
I had to go and look at my vinyl record to make sure I wasn't going crazy. I was like, am I being gaslit right now? Like, what is happening? Because yeah, that happened, and then the Apple Music has like a Taylor Swift Essentials playlist, and it changed to be all track 5s. And a lot of Swifties were confused. We're like, what is it? What does Toy Story have to do with 1989? What does Toy Story have to do with track 5? I think that it's because 1989 is her 5th album. Mm-hmm. So if you change something with her 5th album, Toy Story 5. Mm-hmm. Also, the playlist being all track 5s, because it's Toy Story 5, but also I think that whatever song Taylor wrote, spoiler alert, that's what we're going to get to, whatever song Taylor wrote, I'm sure is emotionally heavy, much like a track 5.
Also, Think Like a Clown Like Me. 1989. I've been saying this so much lately. Travis Kelce said on the New Heights podcast, I would listen to 1989 a third time. So for her to go back and start messing with 1989, Taylor's version, made me think, we thought years ago that was going to be a double album, that was going to have features, that was going to be a pop, a country. And I still wonder if this is going to be bigger, if this is going to be more. And I get it. That's why you're messing with your 5th album. This is Toy Story 5. That does make sense. But if you're a clown like me, then you think of every possibility that it could be. And they also changed the font on 1989 Taylor's version to be the Toy Story.
Yeah, blue and yellow
font. How cute is that?
Very cute. Well, there's all like little digital things too that we saw with Showgirl. Like on TikTok, if you searched Taylor Swift, there was little clouds that appeared, because with Showgirl it was little orange confetti, you know, that happened. And it was also if you search Taylor Swift or if you commented Taylor Swift on something, so it was all these like digital rollout things that we had seen for something major, which like does make sense as why we would think like it's a whole new album. And maybe this is the start of something, because we found out, I mean, I guess was there anything else before we found out to like what we got to?
You touched on it, the essential playlist, capitalized every S and T, which is something, there's been something with all these capital T's lately. There was some post that had 4 T's capitalized, and that was something that people were coming back to. It's not an answer that I have, but TS has been around, obviously, for a long time. Is this alluding to only Toy Story? There's been rumors of her starting her own record label. Is it TS13? She had TS on her letter whenever she announced that she's owning her own music a year ago.
Yeah,
and we just came up to the 1-year anniversary. So everybody was on high alert about that. So TS is going to haunt me, as well as Travis Kelce saying, I will listen to 1989 a third time. But what happened today that solidified this? We got the countdown.
We got the countdown on her website earlier today. It ended at 1 p.m. Central Time, and when you went the countdown on her website, it had the regular countdown, and then it also had Jessie, the character, kind of just dancing around.
And the background was Lover-esque. It was
like a barn with like a sunset almost.
Okay. I think I see some people see sunsets. I see Lover.
Yeah. As you should. You are the correct visionary. And then at the end of the countdown, we both were like, do we refresh it? Does it refresh on its own?
That is such a fear as a Swiftie, because it's going to crash. Yeah. We've been there before, and it crashes. Yeah. So yeah, we went ahead and took the leap of faith, refreshed it, and it was announced that Taylor Swift is releasing a new song on Toy Story 5. They say Taylor Swift will return to her country roots on the new song, I Knew It, I Knew You, for Toy Story 5.
Yes, and so on her website, when the countdown ended, there's 3 collector's edition CDs with I Knew It, I Knew You, the CD single with a double-sided cover, the acoustic version, and then the piano version, which is really, really cute. And so the press release says that she's getting back to her country roots. And there's been all this just kind of like, I mean, because Toy Story, you have Woody, he's a cowboy, Jessie's a cowgirl. So there's also just this like organic tie-in to then lead to possibly debut. That's kind of what I've been thinking that we're going to get to at the end of the road, because we're also just like a week away from her being inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. Mm-hmm. So I don't know, maybe it starts with this original song and then it leads to something with debut, with Taylor's version, with her re-releasing, or something along those lines. But for now, what we do have is an original song for a motion picture for Toy Story 5, which is really exciting also because every single Toy Story movie, the original song that they've had for that movie has been nominated for an Oscar for an original song in a motion picture. And so it's very possible that if this song performs well, if it does well, if it's received well, that it could nominate Taylor for an Oscar as well.
And that's the one award that she has not gotten. That would be her Oscar. She hasn't gotten a
Tony
every single award, but I mean, I feel like she has. She beats every.
Deserved it.
Yeah.
Yes, but yeah, it would be really exciting. And so I've seen some people online being like, all of this promo for just one song is crazy. I don't think so, because like I said, Taylor Swift and Disney Pixar, they have unlimited budgets. If they can go all out for one song that like benefits the both of them, I think why wouldn't they? You know, but I also do think it could lead to something else. Like if you kind of look at the pictures that you can kind of see that are included with these CDs, like they are kind of giving just like debut in a way, but it also just fits into the Toy Story thing. But another Easter egg that I thought happened was in the interview that she did with the New York Times Magazine's The Songwriters, when she was talking about her songwriting, and she talked about this hypothetical song and the structure of it. And she was like, yeah, this hypothetical song of you have this girl and her mom teaches her a lesson when she's younger, and then you hear the chorus and it's the lesson, and then she grows up and it's the same chorus, and then it comes back full circle, and then you have the same lyric at the end of it. I almost feel like she was describing this song in that sense, because they've obviously been using Jessie's character for a lot of this, and I'm pretty sure it's part of the story for the movie is that Jessie goes back to like her original owner, and so it also lining up with her owning her Masters,
going
like
home,
the 1 year anniversary of the Masters, like it all ties in absolutely perfectly, and I don't think that's by coincidence. You know. Also,
Toy Story 5 is about technology and about wanting to get kids away from the iPad, the lily pad, and get them back to playing with toys and being a kid again and not just stuck in front of a screen, which is interesting because I have no doubt that Taylor Swift is in line with that. Travis Kelce sunk a bunch of money into amusement parks, trying to revive amusement parks because he said he loved the nostalgia whenever he was a kid. And then look at one of her latest music videos, Opalite, is at the mall. Who's hanging out at the mall anymore? So, I mean, I feel like they're trying to bring back happy memories that we got to grow up with that they feel like kids are getting robbed of nowadays. So this is perfect to be in line with her. She, first off, back to the song, I Knew It, I Knew You, written and produced by Taylor Swift and who? Jack Antonoff.
I didn't know if you wanted me to.
Oh, yeah. But that's okay. And Jack Antonoff. So
exciting.
He wasn't on the last album. People thought they were beefing. No, they weren't. They were still singing each other's praises in different interviews. Taylor did write, "It's a Toy Story." How cute is that? She said, "You knew it. My original song, I Knew It, I Knew You, for Disney and Pixar's Toy Story 5 will be yours on June 5th, so we only have a couple days to wait for it. I've always dreamed of getting to write for these characters who I've adored since I was a 5-year-old kid watching the first Toy Story movie." She said, "I fell in love instantly with Toy Story 5 when I was lucky enough to see it in its early stages, and I wrote this song as soon as I got home from the screening. Sometimes you just know, right?"
Aww.
Isn't that so sweet? And people are really excited for this.
It's us, we're people.
Yeah, very much so. Very excited. But Disney Swifties too. I saw someone comment, "The Disney Swiftie adults are living for this. A new Taylor Swift song in Toy Story 5 is actually the cure to heal millennials."
That's really sweet.
Mm-hmm.
If you know what's crazy though, because over the weekend when all of this was happening, there's a Swiftie that we follow, Will, and he is on Good Morning America. And he got to see the movie already. And he posted on his Instagram and he was like, "Guys, I'm really confused because I already saw the movie and there was no Taylor in it. So now I'm curious, A, were they told to lie? Or B, did they have a placeholder song and they replaced for the early press screenings so that it wouldn't get out before she made the big announcement with all this promo, which that would make more sense."
Yeah, I would guess a placeholder.
Yeah.
Because
I'd be so mad if I already saw it and then I have to go and
I'd have to go watch it. Have to go watch it again.
Not what I mean.
I love Toy Story.
Yeah. Were you a fan of Toy Story growing up?
No, I was past my prime.
Really?
I recently watched it, and now I have a Toy Story ornament. That was the first ornament that Christian and I bought together.
That's really cute.
Yeah, it was a Woody Pinata ornament. Mm-hmm.
I grew up with Toy Story. The way that it lined up, I guess Andy was the same age as my older brother. So my mom watching it was always the same age. So in Toy Story 3 when Andy, or 3 or 4 when Andy goes to college, my mom was, I remember being in the theater and she was bawling because she was like, that's the same. But yeah, I grew up with Toy Story. I had a stuffed animal, Bullseye, the horse. It was like my favorite toy as a kid. I think my mom probably still has it, which is really cute.
Well, I'm older and I didn't watch those movies. It was past my time. And then as an adult, never had kids, never had a reason to watch it. And now I try to protect my innocence so much. I don't like violent stuff. I don't like the news. I don't like horror movies anymore. And now I've resorted back to and got to watch all of it now, and I love it. Yeah, and now I'm rewatching them.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, are you going to watch all 4 before the fifth one?
I watched the first one last night again and started the second one. So yeah, I'm well on my journey.
I'm also wondering because they had the UK red carpet premiere for the movie already, and Tom Hanks said that there is a scene in Toy Story 5 that is the most heartbreaking, saddest scene in any Pixar movie that you've ever seen. And I wonder, A, what that is, and B, if Taylor's song is the background to that.
Wow.
I wonder if Taylor's song is in the movie and not just the end credit song.
Because I always heard that Toy Story 3 was heartbreaking from Kelly Raspberry. She's talked about that for forever. So whenever I did finally get into Toy Story, I was like, I know 3 is going to devastate me, and it did, and I bawled. Yeah. I bawled. So gonna get more emotional than that. That's going to be something else. I'm going to have to get prepared.
I know. I'm not ready, I don't think.
There are some other Taylor Swift connections in this movie. I'm going to call it a Taylor Swift connection. I think you would too. Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny is a voice cameo. He's going to be Pizza with sunglasses.
Very cute.
And I'm calling him a connection because he was in the Happy Gilmore 2 movie with Travis Kelce. She was very much involved in at least promoting that, but I could see her maybe being there. I don't know. I call Bad Bunny a Taylor Swift connection. And then Lily Pad, the new character who's coming in for Toy Story 5, she was voiced by Greta Lee.
Yeah.
And Taylor, of course, met Greta Lee, or at least we saw her meet Greta Lee on Graham Norton's show when she was promoting the Life of a Showgirl album, and then had her in the Opalite music video. Yeah,
which is really, really sweet. And also Toy Story 5 releases on June 19th, which is the 20th anniversary of Tim McGraw being released as a single. I remember I was talking to somebody about that at work today, and they were like, well, Pixar set this date to release years ago, so there's no way. I think that was a coincidence. And I was like, no, that date has been available for 20 years.
I love how people think the math doesn't matter. I mean, sure, but I don't know. Are you really picking a date for a movie 5 years from now? I don't know.
I don't know.
I think it was in our group chat that people were saying all other artists were releasing music this year because they thought Taylor Swift was going to later in the year. So they're releasing it now. Yeah, because they can't make a plan for 5 years in the future when to release something. Well, it's just, she's not doing anything at the moment.
Before Showgirl came out, the weekend before, there was hundreds of new songs on the New Music Friday playlist. And then when Showgirl came out, it was just Taylor Swift and Victoria Justice. So, you know what, girl? I respect it. I listened to Victoria Justice's song just because I respected it.
What a bold move.
I know, pretty great.
So do you think there's more to come? I know as the crowd is chanting more, we don't want to be those people, but then we also know Taylor Swift and we know a Taylor Swift rollout. So
I don't know. I mean, I think anything is possible with her. I do think that this is gearing up at least the mentality for a re-release of her debut album by saying the country roots and everything, the 20-year anniversary, her being inducted into the Songwriter Hall of Fame. I think that is just gearing up for that. Will that be next week? I don't think so, but maybe come the fall. But I don't know. Anything is possible. But I'm really excited for this song. All of the other songs that she's done for movies have been really great. Safe and Sound, Beautiful Ghosts. We know that.
Caroline. Did I hit the note? Carolina. Yeah.
So I'm excited just for the song in general. I know it's going to be emotional and it's going to be great. I think Taylor Swift and a Disney Pixar collab is so strong.
And rewatching Toy Story last night and doing the math, and I don't math, but doing the math of 95 and realizing that Taylor Swift was a little girl watching that, because I was thinking, oh, has she been inspired by the Toy Story movies this whole time? And not to say that she wasn't, but no, she was a little girl watching these movies. And that'd be like if Ariel and the Little Mermaid asked me to do something now, I would be absolutely so proud. So, I mean, good for Taylor Swift, been watching these series of movies her whole life, and now she gets to work on it, and just what a dream. I do think that there's more to come this year with her being inducted in the Hall of Fame, Songwriters Hall of Fame. I do think that there's more to come, and this is just the beginning.
Me too. I also think, because you had mentioned this in our group chat also, but I do think that the partnership between her and Disney is also going to continue. You had suggested about the concert films being on Disney Plus, like for streaming. I bet that happens at some point this year too.
Because Disney just changed their bio recently to throwback.
I looked that up. It's been that way.
So Disney has had that bio. but
also say, because they are bringing back like the Disney Channel shows that I grew up with, like Hannah Montana, The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, like all of those, they're adding them to Disney Plus to stream, and they're going to be showing. So I think they are like definitely leaning into like the millennial sense of it all in the throwback era for sure. But I do think that's going to happen. I think you're on the nose with that one.
I forget that everything in life is not related to Taylor Swift, because in my personal life it is. So yeah, I just assume Disney changed that because...
have you gone outside? There's clouds out there.
I know. It's so exciting. It's so exciting. But yeah, I think that Disney is going to acquire all of her concert films, and we're going to be able to watch that again. Because how great is it to watch 1989 again?
I know.
For the third time.
Yeah.
Right? Right? Whenever she releases a double album of 1989.
Hey, you know what? Anything is possible. And you have been right in the past, so I'm not going to ever doubt you.
I have been right in the past, and I am going to go ahead and call this as being correct, even though I incorrectly said a month ago that something is happening. Something did happen. It might have taken a month, but I said something's happening. It just didn't happen after that first initial countdown.
Oh, also, you want to know something funny? Like kind of unrelated, but related. Earlier today, I recorded my Side Chick podcast, Anna's group chat, different podcast that I have. I found my old iPod from like 2008, and I charged it, found it, and was going through it. And guess what song I had on there?
And hold on, and you had to
I had to
roll it like rotary dial.
Yeah, but guess what song I had on there?
What?
I'd Lie.
Oh,
because I ripped it off of YouTube.
So
ripped it off of YouTube and put it on my iPod.
And explain what I Lie is.
I'd Lie is an unreleased song from her debut album.
Are we gonna get it?
Yes.
We're going to get it whenever she releases. And is she going to call it Taylor's version? It's going to be debut. Is it just going to be Taylor? Debut I own? Taylor, debut me.
Debut me. And I think it would be Taylor Swift, Taylor's version.
You're right. That makes more sense.
We call it debut, but it's actually called Taylor Swift.
You're absolutely right, and that flows off the tongue a lot better than.
But I also like debut me.
Don't let me name things. We've seen what I've named things in the past.
Debut me. Hold on, with the new song, I Knew It, I Knew You. I'm already getting, I'm having a torture poets department situation with the new song title.
We'll get it.
Yeah, I Knew It, I Knew You. I Knew It, I Knew You. I just need to get used to it.
Well, I mean, this is brand new right now, but by Friday, we're going to know all the words, all the lyrics, and then we're going to have to break the song down.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. We might have to pause our showgirl era.
We interrupt our showgirl programming with Toy Story.
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much for joining me for this emergency episode of 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. Breaking Taylor Swift news. We got you covered. Thank you so much for coming, and let's look forward to Friday when we have a new Taylor Swift song. What's the name of it, Anna?
I Knew It, I Knew You. Out June 5th.
Thanks for joining.
Thanks for listening to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. Subscribe for free and leave a positive review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Podcasts.